Okay, you know what? There's going to be no suicide bombing going on here today. And no, it has nothing to do with Repto pressuring me into not doing it. It's just, I woke up today and I just don't feel like doing it. It's one of those, you know, down to business days where I just want to do everything as quickly and efficiently as possible. And with the levels I have, well, that should be done decently quick depending on how much damage I can do to that Miltank. Okay, Clefairy's first, so I'm going to do Fire Blast on it. The Pokémon Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake. Fire Blast connects and Clefairy's going down. It just doesn't have the defenses to withstand what is essentially the strongest attack in my party right now. Now I'm going to do the same thing to Miltank, though don't try this in Hard Gold and Soul Silver if it turns out that it ended up with Kick Fat. So let's see how much damage it does. Will it kill it? Oh man, just a little teensy-weensy pixel, but I'm gonna finish it off with Quick Attack. I am going to kill you, and all the cake is gone. And there we go. In the end, there was no need for a kamikaze attack after all. This was almost too easy. I don't remember ever having it this easy. And here she is starting to cry. You are a gym leader. Your job is to lose to every passerby who comes by for the badge. I repeat it, your job is to lose, and you accepted it, so why are you crying when you did your job perfectly, idiot? So now the game tricks you into thinking she's not going to give you the badge. No, they're keeping that for Claire, actually, so that last cuts you off in your escape, and, well, yeah, she's going to stop crying, and then she's going to give me the badge. But that rollout did sting a bit for an attack with only 30 power and no stab. It wasn't particularly dangerous, but still, I forgot for a moment how lethal that thing could be. Imagine if I hadn't leveled up north of Goldenrod. That would have been quite a bit tougher. So with the plain badge in hand, I can now head to the flower shop and get the squirt bottle to awaken Sudowoodo. I'm going to attempt to catch Sudowoodo, even though I don't need it because, well, it's a one-off, and I always catch one-offs, even when I don't try to catch them all. Like I did, for example, with Snorlax in Red. So here I get the Attract TM, which is easily cured by switching, so its usefulness is somewhat limited, though it was really broken in the first mystery dungeon since, well, there were no genders, so it worked on absolutely everything. So as you might expect, they added genders in Mystery Dungeon 2, so it doesn't work nearly as well. So as I said, I'm going to get out of the gym and go get the squirt bottle. And you know what? I was thinking, about Sudowoodo, and, well, it has a base stat total of 410, okay? And, oh, he was busy admiring, I think it's the girls here? Yeah, exactly. You're a good boy. Well, as long as you checked out the beauties and not the lasses. If you checked out the lasses too, then I'm a bit scared all of a sudden. But back to Sudowoodo, it has a base stat total of 410 off the top of my head. That's the same general area as exceptional Pokemon like Dugtrio or Wobbuffet. But that's also the same general area as stuff like Magcargo, and Sudowoodo is unfortunately very close to the latter in terms of usefulness. So what did they do in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? They give it a baby. It needed an evolution, not a baby! Now what's going on? Neither one will give me the squirt bottle. Oh, I had to talk to her twice. How would I have ever guessed? That kind of thing is annoying, especially since it's required to advance through the game. If it was something optional, I wouldn't mind as much, but it's required, so someone might talk to her once, give up, and then just go all over the world trying to find a way to get that Sudowoodo out of the way, when all you have to do is talk to her twice instead. And by the way, this is the first video in this LP that it is being recorded during the morning, as you may have noticed already. So I'm going to go through that area for the last time, and one thing that's interesting about this general area is that, oh, here's a phone call from the bug catcher on Route 31. Oh, he's got berries for me. Well, once I get Sudowoodo out of the way, it'll be a breeze to get there. I won't have to go all the way through the Ilex Forest and the Union Cave. And, okay, nope, I'm not going to use the Squirt Bottle right now because I forgot to switch my lead to Gengar for Hypnosis and Nightshade purposes. So let's wake up this bugger, and as I was about to say, it's really an evolution that it needed. Though I would imagine that if they gave it an evolution, that they would do the exact same thing they did with Nosepass and make it Rock Steel, which is even worse than Mono Rock, if you can believe it. Alright, here we go. I ran a few calculations, and apparently it's going to be able to survive at least 2 Nightshades with ease. Not 3, though. 2 Nightshades is the limit, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hypnosis managed to connect, so let's start doing Nightshades while it's asleep. Okay, excellent. Then my calculations are correct, apparently, because that second one, he's going to survive it. And what's fun with Nightshade is that there's no chance of a critical to wreck everything. So it's still asleep, so we're going to chuck a ball and see if it stays in. Come on, here we go. Can you go any faster? I know I had the turbo button, but I don't feel like it while I'm recording. Okay, it was so close. Okay, Mimic. What's he gonna mimic now? Oh, learn Nightshade. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. 20 damage per shot is a lot when you consider that this is a wild Pokemon. Okay, let's try this again. Another ball. Ball number 2. Let's see how it goes. And here we go. 1. No! You may think you're helping yourself, but you're not. This isn't helping anyone. Someone is going to get badly hurt. Okay, let's try this again. Ball number 3. Hopefully it works a little better than the other 2. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Sudowoodo was caught. That is excellent. The Pokemon Center once again reminds you that PC Box Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of uselessness. So, yeah, it's going to make traveling a lot easier from here on in because I won't need to go through Ilex Forest and the Union Cave whenever I want to go somewhere. And as you might expect, all of Sudowoodo's lore centers around it mimicking trees, but actually being a rock, so it hates rain. So this guy here wasn't too fond of the Sudowoodo, so he's going to give me Rock Smash, which is a TM that used to have 20 power in generations 2 and 3. 20 power and a 50% chance of a defense drop. And in the 3rd generation, it became an HM, much to everyone's dismay, though the move it replaced was the equally useless Whirlpool, so it wasn't such a big loss. And in Generation 4, they actually doubled its power to 40. Not that it's any more usable, but actually there are some Dunsparces that run the Rock Smash for novelty. So to wrap up this video, I'm going to head back to Route 31 to see what berry the bug catcher has for me. I'm going to grab this one here, the Persimberry, and after that I am going to check out. I hope it's better than an Oranberry, though this time it didn't take nearly as long because there was no detour, no nothing. I was by the area, and it is a Pecha Berry. So now the only thing left to do is to head back in the general direction of Route 37, since that is going to be where I'm headed next. Now, I'd like to remind you I'll be on hiatus this weekend when it comes to this LP because I'll be over at thespeedgamers.com watching the Metal Gear Marathon. If you want to see what it's like, make sure you drop by. So I'll be seeing you next week.